Now sideline reporter David Aldridge. So off the tip, it's Charlotte. As a player, what's your main focus in these early stages of the season, Clark?
You know, Kevin, I think the biggest thing is just building chemistry, getting a level of comfort with one another, learning tendencies and preferences. Chemistry is the key at this time of the season.
Now to the sideline for more on MP's monumental performance.
The league is still buzzing about that recent game. A new league record for three-pointers in a game. Topping the old mark of 14 by Klay Thompson in 2018. The new three-point record holder told me all of the credit keeps going to my teammates because they kept looking for me and getting me great looks. An unreal game. Kevin?
He is fantastic in every sense of the word. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Bagley is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Jaden Ivey. And it's Mr. Clutch. And it's Wiseman in at the 5, home in the paint. And Greg, you look at the expectations of MP, it has to weigh heavily on him.
Well, I mean, so much has been made about how he's the next big thing. And Kevin, very often players don't live up to the hype. But if MP is half as good as people think he'll be, this team has a star in their hands.
And GA, in your opinion, what's the main order of business when you look at the first-year Pistons coaching staff?
Kevin, for me, they got to clean up the fouls. It's often a problem for young teams, but they have the quickness and size to stay in front of people and just force contested shots.
Both free throws good for Miller. Hey, Greg, what do you like about Brandon Miller's game?
You know, Kevin, for me, his combination of length and skill is something every team is looking for. The key in his development will be adding strength and enhancing his ability to attack off the bounce.
He's trying to get it going offensively, but right now just 1 of 4 to start.
Hornets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now here's Ball. Last game with 30 points. Out to Miller. Rocket 6. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Miller's got 5 now.
Asserting himself at the arc now. The rookie Miller with the answer.
Another 3 for Detroit.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Bridges a screen on Bogdanovich. Passes it to Miller. To the left wing. Ball from long range. Detroit with the rebound. This their first chance this season playing Charlotte.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Yeah, they'd settle for 500 against most teams. Both squads win challenge, perhaps a way to put it. But one of them has got to win tonight.
And here is Ball following the 3 from Mr. Clutch. Here's Rozier. No good with the layup.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Ball. Cans it from downtown.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
The 10-footer finds the target. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
When Rozier is seeing the floor that well, makes everything easier for him and his team.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Another 3 for Detroit.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here's Rozier. Boy, he just disappeared against Atlanta. They really needed him. Back to Ball. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Detroit. Bagley's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
There's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Ball. And really deep 3 that time. 18 points for Mr. Clutch.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Fires away from way outside. Another three for Detroit.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And Ball slams it in.
Boy, it's great seeing Ball finish with strength like that, showing off the athleticism with that rim-rocking throwdown.
From deep three-point territory, Mr. Clutch's shot is off.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Williams sets a screen for Rozier. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's the Detroit Pistons ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're feeling very confident. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
On the floor for Detroit, we've got Durant. Cade Cunningham out there with Mr. Clutch. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic, and it's Stewart in at the 4 spot. You know, Greg, if you look back at the Hornets' 22-23 season, there was a lot of adversity.
That was a tough season for them all around. So many injuries. A lot of young players were forced into bigger roles, but they did get valuable experience out of it.
It's good from long range. Mr. Clutch has got 27.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Washington kicks to Ball. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And there's the pass to Mr. Clutch. Here's the screen. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Hayward outside. Left side, Martin. A three-pointer, no good. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against the Heat in Miami.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
And then Washington with the dunk.
All you got to do is get open, and Ball's handling the rock. He's going to find you. LaMelo's got incredible passing ability.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you very much. The Hornets want to play with tempo. Coach Steve Clifford said offense starts with playing through the strengths of your best players. LaMelo Ball is a great talent with a passion for the game and a flair for playing in the open court. We want to take advantage of that. Kevin?
Yeah, makes sense. David, thanks.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And Greg, when things go crazy, coaches are often the first to go. But how often does that improve things?
Sometimes it goes the opposite direction, Kevin. But the simple fact is it's usually easier to change the coach than it is to turn over the roster.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
Let's get on our feet and make some noise for your Honeybee.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Nick Richards. Bridges comes in for P.J. Washington. Miller's checked in for Martin. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Ball. And then for Detroit, James Wiseman, he's checked in for Jalen Duren. Bagley comes in for Isaiah Stewart. And Ivy subbed in for Bogdanovich. Bridges a screen on Ivy. Miller finds Hayward. Cunningham against Rozier. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. And the Pistons with possession. They're on a 17-7 run. We always see Terry Rozier going. Connects again from distance.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Miller, no luck.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at
good. Another from three.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. And it's good, 2 points.
You know, inside Rozier certainly doesn't have the height advantage, but he's quick and crafty and can find ways to the basket.
Here we see the Detroit Pistons, Greg, a franchise known for stifling defense.
And going back-to-back with the bad boys, then the amazing 2004 title team that shut down Shaq and Kobe. And the Pistons have been great. They've had that defense-first mentality.
Ball's checked in for Charlotte. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Bogdanovich is checked in for Cunningham. Here's Ball. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Detroit. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of that. Connects again from distance.
Splashes home another three, and he moves into second place all time with that make for a game.
Greg, you have to think that every time he releases the ball from deep, it's going to go in. He just keeps raining it down on him.
Who's watching here?
Pass to Miller. For three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. 8 points from Brandon Miller.
A huge reason Miller went so high in the draft. His three-point stroke. It's exactly what you want in a wing.
Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so is Detroit in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action in just a minute.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
I think for Detroit, they started off the season the way they wanted. Now you build off that win. Try to generate momentum. Stay undefeated as long as possible.
That boy Fat Mac OJ.
Now for a moment to look at our game. Everything, and I mean everything, is falling into place for the Detroit. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half ball.